Honorable James, your time starts now. 6 minutes past 6, 21 minutes past 6, you should be done.
Mr. Matlala, I listened to your testimony yesterday in which you claimed that firearms, cell phones, gadgets and similar items were taken from your property during the raid on the 6th of September and again in a subsequent raid, right? I would like to clarify the following. When you received your items back from SAPS, how exactly did you collect them and what did you collect?
I went to the police station and I went there with my protectors, and then they said I must go to at the back there's an SAP 13, and I found a gentleman there at the SAP 13, and then who said I must produce my ID document to confirm that it's me, and then I showed him, and then he took out the register book and then he booked them out.
Okay. You are saying he booked them out. That means you took many things. I put it to you, I visited Brooklyn SAPS. I went to verify and I tested what you told us yesterday. I'm just back from there. I went yesterday and I went again today. You only took one item out of that SAP 13.
One item?
One item.
What is one item?
You took your firearm.
How did my firearms get back to my office?
I put it to you that on that day, you only took one firearm is what you signed. That is in the SAP 13.
I'm saying that's a total lie. It's impossible. I got all my firearms.
I personally checked the records this afternoon and they indicate that you only collected a single Beretta pistol. Is that correct?
It's not correct. It's a total lie. And I'm starting to have worries now.
Why did you not collect all the other firearms?
That
because
is a
on
lie.
the first raid, I think they raided and they took about 5 firearms that was there with ammunition. The second raid was probably about 20 firearms. That was recorded in that book that I saw today.
That is a lie.
It's a lie.
It's a lie, yes.
I put it to you that the person that signed for those items is a lady. A lady collected.
It's not a lady, it's a guy from Northwest. He speaks Tswana. You see, that is something
You didn't collect it, sir, but you didn't collect your items. Someone else collected those items on the 31st of December.
It was me. I remember very well. Even my VIP car, it was broken there outside. They had to fetch me with another car. I was there myself.
I'm saying to you, I sat in that office earlier on when I left this place. A lady collected the remainder of those items on the 31st of December. I put it to you, you claimed that your watches were missing, you claimed that your laptop was missing, you claimed that SAPS has stolen from you, yet you did not open up a case for your watches, your Rolex, your laptop and everything else. You didn't open up no case for that because that wasn't recorded in the SAP 13.
First of all, that is a lie. And second of all, I don't understand then why are you raising your voice because of this? Because I'm not fighting with you.
Because you are worth me raising my voice to.
No, you are also lying because what you're saying is not true.
I saw. So you are saying that I'm blind.
I'm saying that you are not telling the truth.
That
is a lie. Yes, 100%.
I'm saying so. I'm saying to you that the records reflect that you did not fetch your own firearms.
No. And then how did my firearm go to my office?
So this is why this committee needs a forensic investigator so that we don't have to do our own investigations. But I did it anyway today.
It's impossible.
I put it to you. When I ask questions, it's not because I don't know the answers. You collect.
I remember very well. It was on New Year's Eve. The guy told me that
it was on New Year's Eve. I'm telling you, it was on New Year's Eve.
The guy said to me that he stays he's from Northwest. He was even speaking Tswana. I remember very well that day. I will never forget. They came with a black BMW.
Matlala.
Yes.
And Honorable James.
Honorable James, why?
No. Wait, Matlala. May you, with due respect, honorable members, may you, with due respect, withdraw that statement. I request you to withdraw the statement.
I withdraw the statement.
Yeah, I want to make this request to you. I want you to have a conversation.
Yes.
Don't breathe on each other's neck.
Yes.
Because you are going to make each other uncomfortable. Just relax, take your breath, ask your questions.
I've been relaxed all along, but you can see where this comes from.
I'm talking to the two of you. I have made an observation. That's why I talked to the two of you, and I want to make this request to you that please have a conversation. You can proceed, Honorable
Chair,
James.
I came here because I was invited and I've honored the invite. So I don't appreciate when someone is raising a voice at me. Whether she takes my testimony or not, it's okay. I understand that. But there is no need for her to raise my voice. I'm not a child. I don't even think she's older than me. But even if she is, still here we treat each other as equals. So I don't think she's had the right to raise her voice on me. That I'm not comfortable with.
Mokodi.
You are not my equal. You are definitely not my equal.
Say
You
that.
can't treat each other as equals. We are sitting on two different sides of the
Honorable
fence.
James. Honorable James, listen. You know, let's tell the South African public that when we are here, we are the supreme leadership of this country. There is no institution in the Republic of South Africa bigger than Parliament. Parliament is the highest locus of power in this country. And it will become a very sad day if a member of Parliament will appear on television or on any media platform toe-to-toe with an ordinary citizen. That's why, without passing any judgment on either of you, I request you to have a conversation. And it's unfortunate, Mr. Matlala, for the statement that you made, and I'm once again going to request you to withdraw it. This part that says she may even be younger than you, it's unfortunate, and I humbly request you to withdraw it.
No, I'm sorry, and I withdraw it, Chair.
Yes. Listen now, as we are going to proceed, I don't want to invite honorable souls to pray for you for peace to reign. I just want you to have conversation. Your time is guaranteed, Honorable James. You will have it. No need to panic. Just have a conversation with Mr. Matlala. And
If you could not collect all your firearms from Brooklyn because you were not the owner, because that's what we were told, right? Why did you proceed to launch a High Court application regarding all the firearms?
I was not the owner.
Yes.
Of what?
Of the firearms, of all the firearms. Over 25 firearms.
Even now, I still have the licensed firearms of my firearms, and I even have the copies of the licensed firearms. They are just under my name, under my company. So when you say they're not under my name, I do not understand. Or we can do this, if it's possible, I don't know, that I can arrange that tomorrow. I don't know where, then they can bring the licenses to check when were they issued and who did they belong to. They are mine. There's something I think
that is exactly what we should have had at this committee. We should have had the evidence of the SAP 13 book to verify your statement.
Yes, I think there's something that is missing there, but
Definitely.
I'm telling you honestly, those firearms, they belong to me. And then I have even the license of those firearms.
The crux of your evidence to the committee is that you are just a legitimate businessman who is being deliberately targeted by police through falsified or manipulated evidence, correct? That you are just a businessman and SAPS is targeting you.
SAPS is not doing what?
SAPS is targeting you.
Not the entire SAPS, yeah, some unit.
But there's a portion of SAPS targeting you, right? You said earlier on that you are not and have never been associated with any drug trafficking network or organized crime syndicates. So, to be clear, your evidence is that you want us to believe that you are not a gangster, right? That you are not a member of any drug cartel and play no role in any criminal syndicate or organized crime structure. Is that what you want us to believe here today?
It's what I'm telling you. For you to believe that's something else, but that's what I'm telling you.
Okay, very well. Now let me test the credibility of that denial, right? You refer to Jerry as a close friend and confirm that you never questioned, you distanced yourself from or passed judgment on his involvement in drug trafficking. Is that true?
Yes.
Can you tell Jerry's mother also today, can you tell Mama that Jerry was a drug dealer, a drug kingpin? Did you tell her that?
No.
Do you think she needs to know that her son was a drug dealer?
I didn't tell her that.
I'm saying, do you think that it's time she gets to know that her son was a drug dealer?
I don't know about that.
You don't think that she must know that her son is a drug dealer, and when you destroy people's lives, ultimately this is what happens.
Because Jerry's mom has nothing to do with us. She's a mother.
She's a mother.
Whether Jerry's a drug
But I
dealer
think
or
it's
not,
time that she knows her son is a drug dealer.
that's what you're saying.
Do you know someone by the name of Ishmael Nangi?
Yes, I do.
Were you involved in a business relationship with Ishmael Nangi?
No.
You weren't.
Yes.
Weren't involved.
Business.
Yes. Any dealings? Do you have any dealings with him?
No, I don't.
You don't. Were you present at the meeting with Ishmael and Jerry on the night that he went missing?
No, I was not.
You weren't present at the meeting. The night Jerry went missing, you didn't meet with him.
No, I didn't.
You didn't meet.
No,
Does not be the reason why they think you've got something to do with his kidnapping.
No, I didn't meet him that day. It was on Monday, I remember. Sunday, that Monday, he called me actually telling me that he was in the club on Sunday. So I was talking to Jerry on the phone, and we never met.
But you never met with Ishmael and Jerry?
No.
Never?
No.
What would be your response if I put it to you that the allegation that you and General Sibia were allegedly involved in the sale of illegal drugs from stolen forensic laboratory to the value of 40 million rand, which was given to Jerry to sell, and that Jerry in fact owed money to you and Sibia and Nagy, and that was the reason for meeting him on the night of his disappearance?
Like I'm saying to you,
That Jerry owed you guys money. It was a drug deal gone horribly wrong.
that is not true.
Not true.
Yes.
I highly doubt that the truth of your answers, Mr. Matlala, but let's move on, right? Because you've had nothing to do with his disappearance.
Yes.
Because
that's
earlier on, Mr. Malema said that his family thinks that you are involved. And now I put it to you that there was 40 million rand worth of drugs sold, stolen from forensics that embroiled, alleged yourself and General Sibia. But you have nothing to do with that.
That's my first time hearing that from you, actually.
Would you accept that as a general principle, bribing powerful public officials is a fundamental ingredient of organized crime networks? Bribing people is the ingredient needed for networks.
Yes, I agree.
Thank you. Besides the 500,000 that you bribed former Minister Becky Cele, have you ever given money, gifts or financial assistance to any senior SAPS members? Besides that 500, have you ever given anyone, because we need to track the money, have you ever given money to anyone, paid for anything in SAPS? Think very nicely.
Not that I can think of.
Not that you can think of. Let me try and refresh your memory. Have you ever personally paid for cosmetic procedures, namely a BBL, a Brazilian butt lift, right? For a senior member within South African Police Service?
No.
You've never paid?
No.
Okay. In that recording that you denied here all day, you are heard saying that you left 200,000 in a bin for General Sibia's office. You deny that is you on the recording, because you said that's not your voice. Your voice has been tampered with.
Yes, it's not my voice.
It's not your voice, so you didn't leave 200,000 for
No.
Sibia.
No.
Jy en Sibia het niks te doen vandag nie. How do you know General Richard Shibiri?
I know him through a friend.
Through a friend, very close friend of Sibia as well, right?
I think they are colleagues, not.
Yeah, they colleagues. Amal, same mengelmoes. In the same recording, you say that you paid this general 80,000 rand in cash. That same recording that you're singing that you gave the 200,000, 80,000 to this member.
Like I'm saying, that recording is fake.
It's fake.
Yes.
So you didn't pay for this. This 80,000 was for the fact that he was promoted from a brigadier and he was promoted to crime intelligence, and you paid for the celebrations. You didn't do that.
No, I borrowed him money and he paid me back.
Borrowed him money,
Yes.
the money for the party to
Yes.
celebrate his promotion.
But he paid me
But
back.
you just said just now that you never gave money. So you know a lot of friends. You have a lot of friends in SAPS.
He borrowed me money. He borrowed money from me and he paid back.
In the very same recording, you reference amount of 500,000. Here we don't have a name being paid to a crime intelligence official. Do you also deny this?
That I paid 500,000 to who?
Crime intelligence official. In
No.
in the same recording that played, all this money, trailing of monies that you've paid to people in SAPS.
Unfortunately-
Not you, not your voice.
No.
Okay. Do you understand that the common thread in the evidence before this committee is that you were corruptly bankrolling and influencing senior police officials? Whether you deny it or not, you have admitted to bribery of a former police minister. So why on earth should we believe you that you didn't bribe any other officials?
I'm not saying I want you to believe me. I'm telling you what I know. So whether you believe me or not, that is something else.
Why would a person who presents himself exclusively as a businessman be routinely providing large cash payments to senior police officials, including claims of leaving money in bins, paying for medical procedures, funding of officials within crime intelligence? Why would you be doing all of this?
I've never
Got
done
your
that.
firearms back. Why do you pay? You have a history of paying people in SAPS.
But the
Like
information,
you've captured SAPS.
but the information you have is wrong. I've never
And
left.
people are always borrowing money from you. It's always in SAPS.
Can I answer? Are you
You
finished?
may.
I'm saying I never left any money in the bin.
I put it to you again, if these payments were not intended to influence wrongdoing, unlawful protection, preferential treatment, disappearance, or withdrawal of cases, then for what legitimate business purpose, you being a businessman, for what legitimate business purpose were they made? You presented yourself as a businessman. All these transactions, what business value did it have in it for you?
Business value meaning giving Mr. Taylor money.
Yeah, and everyone else, because
That was not a business transaction.
not a business transaction.
Yes.
I put it to you, as my colleagues have said, you are not merely a business, you are in fact a criminal involved in the destruction of our communities, in the destruction of our children. I also put it to you that you tried to avoid appearing before this committee. I also went and I got the records of your consultation with your lawyers. You were actually privileged to have been with them almost every day. You received visits, hours of consultation from 12 o'clock until 5 o'clock. Yet your lawyers wrote this committee a letter saying that you weren't given ample time and you weren't given privacy. And when I check the records, it shows that you were given ample time. In fact, you were favored. In fact, you actually have your family. I'm not sure if your wife is your legal consultant, part of the team. You have your wife here every day with you in the consultation room. This department has gone beyond the call of duty to accommodate you, and yet your lawyers could send this committee threatening messages saying that they're going to take us to court. Is that right?
Can I answer? First of all, yes, they gave me time from prison, but we had some experiences that we've experienced some difficulties. There was no internet. I think, and at some point they have to move us to the office of the head of prison. And when we got there also, we had other problems because for my wife to be there, most of the things that I was doing, I asked because she's the only person that knows that which document I'll need where, because I don't have access for a phone. I've got limited time to call from prison. So my wife, she was there to collect all the documents that I needed. It was not like as if it was leisurely. It was my legal team and my wife, and it was not like I was using that thing to be with my wife. So that is not correct when you say that the prison is giving me opportunity to be with my wife. So that way it was because of my legal team asked that she can be present so that I can give instruction of which documents I need from them.
I'm done. Thank you, Chief.
Yeah, thank you so much. I have given you the referee's optional time for the minutes that you spent in an altercation. Honorable Chief Whip, Honorable Sangun, who is speaking.
I will go first. Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson. Good afternoon once again, Mr. Matlala.
Up until
Order to-
18:56.
Thank you so much. Mr. Matlala, maybe let me just start here. You testified earlier that General Nguwa had attended a wedding of a metropolitan executive.
Yes.
Now I know you're telling the truth because I was at that wedding. In fact, I think I spent some time with General Nguwa. Is it your testimony that attending a wedding constitutes corruption?
No, I'm saying the association. If it was me, some general from SAPS attending my wedding, it was going to be a big problem. But because of she attended the wedding of their darling, nothing was ever said about that.
Okay, I'll come back to that because you make some other claims around that. Mr. Matlala, are you an honest man?
Yes, I am.
You're sure you're an honest
Yes,
man?
I am.
Okay. Yesterday when you were testifying, you told us you had 9 children.
Yes.
Are these children with your wife?
Yes, some are with my wife and some are not.
Okay. After you told us you had 9 children, you then said, I take care of all my children. Is that true, Mr. Matlala?
Yes, it's true.
Okay. So why did Miss Dora Ledile Pabo have to get a maintenance order for you to maintain your child?
Because she was making some demands which I couldn't agree with.
Okay, and the maintenance order was granted, right?
Yes.
Are you fulfilling the terms of that maintenance order?
I can't fulfill when I'm here because of my bank is closed.
No, but it was granted. You were supposed to start paying from the 1st of January.
I was paying even
You was paying until you got here.
I was paying even upfront and I was paying even more.
Okay. And then the child of Miss Lerato Kola, are you maintaining him?
Yes, I am.
Are you maintaining him?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So it is not true then when we hear that you told Miss Kola that she may as well just kill that child. You are never going to maintain the child. You don't see the child or anything of that kind.
That is not true.
Okay.
I cannot say that with my child.
So both Miss Papo and Miss Kola would not be accurate that you are not maintaining your children.
Say that again?
Miss Kola and Miss Papo both would be able to testify that you are maintaining the children, Miss Papo, up until you got into prison.
Yes, they can.
Okay, thank you. You also testified that your VIP protection service only had one client, Mr. Msibi.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I went to the Instagram page of your VIP protection service. There, the company posts happily, Miss Lolo Mpepi, happy client. There's another beautiful happy client in a fur coat. Miss or Mr., I don't know, Yasir Bells and EJ Matthews, happy clients. Were those not clients of your VIP service?
Yeah. First of all, that is not, my company does not have Instagram page. I know that page it's a fake page. So I don't have Instagram page. I cannot post my clients on Instagram because what we're doing does not even allow us to do that.
So you ran a company, a protection service, separate from the security firm, that literally just ran on one client. Mr. Msibi must have been paying a lot, no?
No, yes, I'm okay. I will elaborate that more. When I say client, remember I think I've disclosed that I've got clients which are like shopping malls, but that is not VIP protection. That's something else. Schools, construction sites, and other things.
But is VIP protection part of it, or it's a separate company?
Part of security, yes.
Within the same company?
So I think when I was referring to client, I was referring for the VIP's protection side.
You also gave evidence yesterday. You were asked about conviction, and I think you've spoken to the issue of conviction many times today, and you said you had one conviction for the possession of stolen goods, which were a consequence of you buying and selling and what.
Yes.
And you still confirm that that is your only conviction?
Yes, it is.
Now, in the bail appeal to the High Court, the judgment there reflected, I think in paragraph 17, if I'm not mistaken, that it was common cause that you had a previous conviction of housebreaking and theft, and that is what you served 4 years in prison for. That's very different from the possession of stolen goods. So Which is it? Did the court get it wrong?
Yes, I can explain that to you. The goods that I was arrested for, they were from housebreaking. So that's why I was charged for housebreaking, because the goods were from housebreaking.
But what were you convicted of?
Of
Was it
housebreaking.
possession of stolen goods or was it burglary?
Okay, they say on the charge sheet, it was housebreaking and possession of stolen goods.
So you were convicted for burglary.
Yes, I'll say that, yes.
Did you burglar? Is that where you were
I'm
convicted?
saying I bought goods which were from the burglary, and then I was convicted for that as well.
Does that seem plausible to you, though, Mr. Matlala, that an entire court would find you guilty of burglary, but when you were just in possession of stolen goods?
No, because I was charged for it. The court will work on what they have on the charge sheet. The charge sheet said, so I was telling that what was I arrested for. So the charge is something else. Even now I'm charged for...
And you were convicted for burglary?
Yes.
Okay. And you still maintain you're an honest guy, Mr. Matlala?
That's honesty.
Okay. No, it's two separate things that you said that don't speak to one another.
I think I didn't explain further that they can charge you for theft of motor vehicle even though they find you with possession of a stolen car, but they can charge you for theft of it as well.
Let's move on. So I want to ask about this issue of the lease agreement at the police college. Ne? So you got this lease in January 2024. Do you know the date maybe?
No, I don't know the date.
Okay. But let's say, for argument's sake, I mean, there were big days, 2nd of January, right? By the 19th of January, you've already instructed your lawyers that they must send a letter to the National Commissioner demanding eviction of, I think it was SAPS members from a building in a SAPS training college. What was the rush?
Because I have the lease agreement.
So you wanted to get in quickly, ne?
Come again?
You wanted to get in quickly.
Not to get in quickly. I wanted to occupy it, so no, not quickly.
Okay, you wanted to occupy it. Remind us again, you wanted to do what? You said something about training police who are at the college. Did you have that contract?
I don't need to have a contract. Already they were going to a hospital outside the college to get treatment. So if the hospital was there, I think it is common sense that they wouldn't waste time to go far when they can just get a hospital here.
I'm not sure if public procurement works like that, Mr. Matlala, because if SAPS is going to buy as SAPS, they need to have either a contract with you or, I don't know, were you going the RFQ like you were having in Tembisa? How were they going to buy from you? You said to Honorable Mola, you are not a tender prophet. So how are they going to buy from you? If I just wake up, I go into a space where SAPS is and I say I am selling water, they're not going to buy from me just because I'm there. So how were you going to get that contract if you were not preparing for the one that you didn't know was coming?
Even now, they don't have a contract with the doctors that are occupying that hospital, but they still go there. Then they get treated, but they don't have a contract with them.
So how are you going to get it? You are just going to go
the same way as
to the National Commissioner?
No. The same way as those doctors are getting it now, because they see that it's convenient for them to just get medical attention to these doctors that are in their vicinity.
I see. Okay, you said earlier on to Honorable Malema that you took the shares of Medicare 24 Tswane and you placed them in a holding company. Which holding company is that?
You want the name?
Yeah.
It's Cat VIP Holdings.
So it's not Medicare with the white people?
No.
Are you a director shareholder in the Medicare of the white people?
Yes.
You are what exactly?
Not a director.
You are what?
Shareholder.
You're a shareholder then?
Yes.
Okay, so how much of Medicare, the holding company, do you own?
I used to own. I don't own it anymore.
When did you stop owning?
After my arrest.
So you've just recently stopped owning?
Yes. Not owning, I'm saying owning shares.
Yes.
Yes.
How much shares were you owning in Medicare 24?
51%.
Okay. And you were not a director there? Explain to me this thing of president. So you are president of this white people's company.
Yes.
No, I just want to know what is that, because you went to great lengths to try and explain this franchise to us and how you were paying them. So you were like paying yourself on the other side. Can you just explain how that relationship worked? So they brought you in, made you president, gave you shares, and then they said, you start your own company so that because you're black, you'll get business. Is that how it worked?
I will pay them for the management because they know about the industry. So their shares, they are worth for that management that they do for the company.
How much of the company did you own?
51%.
So why did you, I mean, if you're a majority shareholder, why did you then think it was necessary to go and open this subsidiary called Medicare Twan?
I've opened it before.
No, I'm not saying it's wrong. I just want you to tell us why you thought you should do that.
It's because of I wanted to explore my business on the side by myself.
All right. Then Jerry, you said you didn't do business with Jerry.
No.
Have you ever done business with Jerry?
Yeah, it was that contract in Fort. But it's not business. He said I got a contract with him and then we were sharing the profits.
Okay. Now, you had a business with Jerry, Luxor Africa Brands. What was that about?
Yes, but now I own it myself. Him and it was not only him, it was him and the other friend of ours.
You said you've never done business with Jerry, so I'm just trying to understand. You register a company.
Yes, we were planning to do business. We opened a company because we wanted to do business, but that thing never materialized. And then they resigned. And then it was only me. So we've never done any business.
Okay. Now, when the police went to your house for the raid, they claim that they found the sheet in one of the employees' rooms, which looked very much like the sheet in the videos that were demanding ransom for Jerry. How do you explain that?
I don't need to explain it. I do not even understand how is that possible. Because first of all, this drug kingpin that they claim that I am, I will go to an extra mile of kidnapping someone, but somehow I forgot to arrange a safe house and end up putting someone in my own house where there is staff, there is children, there is my wife. What if they see that person there? So it's easy for them to go to the police. So that thing that they're saying, I see what they are up to, but it does not make sense to me.
So the correct way to do it would have been to put him in a safe house.
But it does not make sense. How can you kidnap someone and stay with him in your own house? It does not make sense, that thing.
How I understand it, Mr. Matlala, is that in one of your employees' rooms, there's a curtain that closes the window. That curtain is a sheet that is torn, the way that it's wrapped and whatever, is very much like where Jerry was. Now, I'm asking you, when you are told that this is where Jerry was, not what you should have done, safe house, when you are told, your view is what? This sheet maybe just looks like the other sheet?
I don't even think, I don't know, because I've never went to that room, but the people who are saying those things, from them, that is expected. There is a lot of things that I can share with you now, if you don't mind, to show you how, to which the length they will go to try to implicate me to things that I did not commit.
Okay. No, maybe if I still have time, we'll come back to
Yes.
that. So, Brian Mokhotz, has he ever done anything that has checked out? No? I get it, you started giving this guy money, you're giving him money up until 150 to 200,000. Did he ever do anything that made you trust him and think, yeah, let me give him more money? I mean, already he hasn't delivered, Minister no. Okay, so he didn't. No? Now, you said at some point that Minister Ele asked you how you got the contract.
Yes.
And you said you think that he was shocked by that, which I take it to mean that Minister Ele would not have been involved in you getting the contract. But then you then say, I'm not sure who says this to you, that Minister Mkhunu tried to backtrack on cancelling the contract. Do you remember saying that?
Yes.
Okay, how did he do this? Because this is the first time we're hearing that Minister Mkhunu tried to backtrack.
I'm saying that's what I heard from General Mkhwanazi.
Okay, and okay, he never testified that to us, and he didn't say to you how. So in these wars, these Zulu wars, it's possible that General Mkhwanazi is also just part of the war and saying things that, you know, he doesn't repeat in front of us about Minister Mkhunu.
I don't know, but I'm just saying that that's what I heard from him. Then when there was in a police summit somewhere in Emperor's Palace.
All right, I'm going to ask you just very quickly because I'm really interested in this issue of this Rolex. Was the Rolex stolen or not?
Yes, it was stolen.
Okay. So did General Sibiya say to you, go open the contract? Because, I mean, the case,
No,
because that's the testimony we have.
That is not true.
So you didn't open this case about a stolen Rolex because General Sibiya said it, nor did General Sibiya write the affidavit?
No, that is not true.
Okay, all right. When you meet with Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi at the Pearls of Mhlang, why did you want the Hawks head Senona at the meeting with you?
Because I just thought, because he's in KZN and then they both work together, maybe he might be comfortable with someone that he knows. I didn't want to go there by myself.
Who was supposed to be comfortable, you or General Mkhwanazi?
I'm saying General Mkhwana, I didn't want to go and meet him by myself. So I thought going with someone. Then I asked Mr. Pele that he must ask if I can bring someone, and then he asked who, and then I mentioned General Senona.
So what is your relationship with General Senona that, you know, you would feel protected when he's there?
He's like a big brother to me.
So you get in there with General Senona, you meet with General Mkhwanazi, you tell him what your issues are. Then he says, oh, okay, no, the first thing that he talks about is that he needs you to what? Okay, so you say on paragraph 128, Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi said he'll help you with your contract flow, but you needed to cooperate, ne? Because he was very close to General Nkua, who oversaw your contract. So what did you understand by him saying you needed to cooperate?
He explained further, but I understood that he said I need to give also them money so that they can work with me.
So are you accusing General Mkhwanazi of also seeking to extort money from you?
Not him. I'm saying he said I must work with General Nkua.
Okay, let me rephrase. Are you accusing General Mkhwanazi of encouraging you to do corruption?
I'm not accusing him. That's what he told me.
Okay. Now, you then further, on paragraph 129, General Mkhwanazi is still on General Nkua. You say that General Mkhwanazi told you that General Nkua is possibly corrupt, she's got properties and things like that. From your evidence there, when you mention these properties that have been turned into B&Bs and what, would you say, Mhlambi, the value of those things is over 100,000 rand?
Yes.
Okay. So section 34 of the Prevention and Combating of Corrupt Activities Act, right, imposes a duty on certain individuals to report corruption, fraud, theft, forgery, artery, etc. if the value involved is 100,000 rand or more. This particular section applies to individuals in a position of authority who know or suspect that these offenses have been committed, and failure to report is a criminal offense. I'm asking you now, are you saying General Mkhwanazi knew that General Nkua is corrupt, however, he did not fulfill his duty to report such corruption?
I'm saying General Mkhwanazi told me that General Nkua is getting money from the service provider that she was working with. And then she was even buying properties that she cannot afford.
So arguably then General Mkhwanazi himself is guilty of a crime of not reporting. I've read to you section 34 of PRECA.
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi withdrew an allegation he had made against former Minister Ele, that Minister Ele provided you with banking details. Because we don't know what to believe anymore now. Did Minister Ele at any point provide you with banking details for the payment of any monies?
No, he never gave me any banking details.
On the 7th of February 2025, I'm just not sure where it is in the witness bundle, you sent a message to your friend, Mr. Mike Van Wyk. It's one of our friends from our Mlungus from Medicare, Mr. Mike Van Wyk.
You said when?
7th of February this year. Okay. You sent a message to Mr. Van Wyk, which contained extracts of an article about the arrest of the National Commissioner and Lieutenant General Kumar. Mr. Van Wyk then responds to you by saying not good. And then you respond by saying, it's actually good. My person is going to be the National Commissioner now. This is something that also General Mkhwanazi had testified about. Now, just to be sure, because your phone was tampered with, do you remember these messages?
No, I don't.
So are you disowning these messages?
Yes.
Let's assume that you know these messages are there because I'm interested. Who would have been your person in this instance?
No, I don't know that message. I cannot even assume.
You cannot even assume. Okay. Maybe my final question, Mr. Matlala. Okay, I've got 4 minutes, so I'll ask this one very quickly. Ekurulen, your friend there, Mr. Julius Mkhwanazi, you said you donated these cars. When was this?
I forgot the period. I think 2023. I think 2023 or 22. I'm not sure. I forgot.
Okay. What was the process that was followed for the donation?
I sent a letter of donation, and then they accepted the letter, and then that's when I donated the letters.
Did the municipality acknowledge, did they declare in their financial statements the donation, anything of that kind? There is a process. Did they accept? Did they send you a letter accepting the donation?
Yes, those letters actually, they are with IPID because they came to my office to do the investigation. Okay. So we can confirm that with IPID.
So there are letters
yes.
Accepting.
And also the rejection letter when they said, no, you need to fetch your cars back. They also sent me a letter.
Okay. So, and who wrote those letters? Would it have been the city manager?
I forgot.
So you testified that you've got special forces and task teams as part of your entourage. Do you have any other policemen or women on your payroll, Mr. Matlala?
Payroll meaning
you pay regularly.
Who works for me?
Mm-hmm. That you pay. They don't. Yeah, they would work for you in different ways. Do you have other policemen that you have on your payroll?
Who are still in the police force or who works for me? I want to understand that.
Who are still in the police force that you regularly give money to?
No.
Okay. Let me stop there. Thank you very much, Chairperson. Thank you, Mr. Matlala.
Thank you.
No, thanks, Chair.